GM, for some reason, we're live. There's nothing in the lobby. There's nothing to do. They didn't post the divisional round contests. So we can go over, we can recap where we're at. We can talk about the slate possibilities, but we got nothing to draft. I don't know what to do with my hands. GM Chief Matt, hope you're having a great one. Appreciate you so much. Good morning to you. Likewise, Jake Vinegar. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Worth, GM. Mr. Worth, I believe you won again. I believe you won. Didn't you win the fullback dive? I think you might have won the fullback dive. David Dameron, hey, GM to you. Hope you're having a great morning yourself. Good morning. Thanks for coming in, hanging out today. Likewise, Stephen WC. Good morning to you. Appreciate all of you so much. Yeah, I was going to pull up the slate last time. You did it again, right? Isn't this like 2 in 3 weeks? Unless I'm mistaken. Huge congrats to you. That is awesome. That is a huge feat to get it done twice. So we'll pull that team up when we go over some teams. But yeah, that is fantastic. In 4 weeks. Okay, there we go. Oh, of course. That is awesome. That is so cool. To get consistency like that is, especially in small field, that's really cool. So let's look at the results real quick from last week. We had one near miss in the main BR. We got 47th place. But what really stinks about this team is it was just undone by James Cook. I feel like we had a lot of the parts you needed. This was not one of my Coker teams. I didn't get a ton of volume. I wish I had, because I felt like I had a really good handle on the slate. I took Coker in some stuff. I liked him as a scroll. I was really high on Love, especially the fact that Love was 23% drafted. And I did a short. I don't do a lot. I'm trying to do more shorts. And I did highlight him as a scroll quarterback. I mean, in a playoff week where you have so few games, to get somebody at 23% owned, and then have them be who you need, that's pretty awesome. So, James Cook, this game could have run out a little bit differently. We had Etienne and Parker Washington. Maybe if that game gets to OT, maybe if it's all these things, ifs, ands, buts, whatever. But this team got pretty close, ended up 47th. Not too bad there. But yeah, wish I'd done more volume. The fullback dive, we got 50th place there. This one was a Coker team, but this was undone by our inner excellence, Jalen Hurts. A big bummer. You get some of the right pieces. You get CMC and Coker, and then you just kind of, and Loveland, of course, the tight ends you needed, and then dud out with Hurts and AJ Brown. I mean, against that Niner defense, that performance by Philly was absolutely inexcusable. It was the worst thing I watched all weekend. So that was a bit of a bummer. But of course, our friend Mr. Worth takes it down. He doesn't make those mistakes. Gets there even with Josh Jacobs. My God. So he's got Love, CMC, Jacobs, Parker Washington, Coker, and Loveland. So again, the low-owned Jordan Love was really the key to the slate. And then also another scroll, especially in this contest for Coker. So great stuff there. Arlocks, it was a weekend of football. It was. And if you followed my official Chad Kendall's bracket, you lost everything, because I had the Jags winning, or I had the Jags in the Super Bowl. I had the Steelers in the AFC conference game playing the Jags, and it couldn't be more over. The Steelers performance last night, what a clunker. I felt like they had a chance to it was a weird game. I'll be honest, I fell asleep in the last 10 minutes. So whatever happened there was between, the Steeler fans and God. But it felt like the Steelers, it was just a weird watch. I don't know about the Texans. I think they're in trouble. But hey, Captain James, GM to you. Hope you're having a great morning. Likewise, Thomas Law, Awa, now in all caps. In all caps in this. Sometimes YouTube does weird stuff. Adrian Robles, GM to you. Hope you're having a great morning. And of course, Brian the Goober. our favorite newlywed in chat. GM to you, Brian. Hope you're having a great morning. Are you in the hoop streets? Because the dog bowl is live. The dog bowl is live here. Captain James, it was a tough sweat for me. It was a Nico Collins not getting a cushion away from a hurry up. Only needed like 4. That's killer. That is killer. Yeah, the Woody Marks is passing concussion protocol only for that concussion to get slid over to Nico was kind of a big bummer. Fell asleep at halftime of the Bears-Packers game, halftime old. Yeah, of all the games to fall asleep at halftime, last night you probably could have gotten away with it. The Packers-Bears pretty epic. Pretty epic. G for Gumby. Good morning to you. Wemby might be off a minutes limit, and it's like you don't care. G for Gumby. 2 things. I don't know hoops at all. I couldn't tell you anything. Secondly, I'm actually my other excuse is I have a family trip the weekend of the NBA Dog Bowl, so it's not even like I can enter one and just hope I get a Buster's Boy ADP miracle. I couldn't even go if I won. That said, there's nothing in the lobby. There's nothing to do. And I can only talk about my 50th place fullback dive team for so long. So maybe we'll do a DBQ, especially if Wemby's off off the minutes limit. I mean, unless you're psyoping me here so that my one draft is minus EV. A&T GM to you. Appreciate you so much. Yeah, the Chargers stunk too. That one play was from the second play of the game was making the rounds on Twitter where like Ladd McConkey is like flailing his arms 10 yards behind the defense and Herbert just decided I'll just run for 4 yards instead of scoring a touchdown. Herbert did look terrible. It wasn't just that play. I think he just had no confidence in his offensive line and he got happy feet. Like it was that was definitely a tough watch. There. So again, congrats to J-Dubs there. I don't think there's too much. If we look at playoff best ball. Oh wait, here's another thing. Here's another thing we wanted to pull up. Remember how we made those FFPC teams? And then we're like, oh, that one team is too chalky. Don't play that. I ended up making that team because after the stream, I was like, I want to see how this team actually is. I'm going to get mad if we make this team and I don't enter it. And it's actually really pretty good. It's just super chalky. So it's Allen. This is the wrong. This is What am I doing? Okay, no, I'm looking at available players, not my roster. You can tell how much I use FFPC. All right, we got Drake May, Cook, Etienne, Puka. So we avoided the Jacobs disaster. It's not like we did a whole lot better, but at least Christian Watson outscored him. We got CMC, AJ Brown, JSN, Sutton, Loveland, and then Boswell and Houston D. Again, super chalky, but that's probably the combo you needed from that game. We faded the Chargers, who didn't give you much, and we faded Carolina, who, if you didn't have Coker, didn't give you too much. But again, this was like the chalkiest of chalk lineup that we could have built. But it's probably not live to win, but it's the best lineup that I have in this stupid contest here. My big lineup is dead. I did one $200 lineup. And of course, I lived my truth and I had Trevor Lawrence at quarterback. So rip dreams there for the $200 FFPC challenge. You hate to see it. You really hate to see it. But that's the way she goes. I did want to pull up, I think the best way to look at playoff best ball stuff is in BBMDB. Playoff best ball. Let me share this tab instead. So let's see. How are we doing here? So we've got 124 teams advancing, a 40% advance rate. Now, if you're playing gauntlets, that's going to be lower because gauntlets are 1 of 6. I didn't do any gauntlets. So, your results may differ. However, in these contests, the baseline was 33.21, so we ended up doing better than expected, which is good. But the hard part is like figuring out the dead teams. If we take out the T-Law teams, if we take out the Love teams, and just take out some of the pieces to make sure that we're those were the real popular ones that I had that are now dead. And if we take them out, then I'm down to 45 advancing teams, which is not as great. Which is not as great to lose those. And then let's see, do we have any JSN teams meeting this criteria? One in a little Mitten 2. We got one JSN team that might have life. Let's check it out. Drake May, Caleb, Ramondre, Swift, Manungai, JSN. So it's literally just JSN. We didn't get any Seahawks stuff through. We didn't get any Seahawks. Yeah, 74 points. Wonder how that happened, but it's oh, you know what? That's the wrong team. That's the wrong team. I don't know why I thought that was it. It's actually a way too early wild card with 60 points. Oh my god, and it has Sean Tucker. So we got JSN through, but we also got Sean Tucker and Emeka Egbuka through, and Josh Palmer, who's on IR. Dear God. The way too early contest strikes again. GM Candlelights. Hey, GM to you, Greg. Hope you're having a great one. Appreciate you so much. Joel says advancing best ball teams with Kittle and Nico is such a bummer. Yeah, I didn't even let's see. Yeah, how many of these teams have Kittle? So now we're down to 36 if we take Kittle teams out. But this isn't horrible. Like, we definitely have some live teams moving forward, and everybody's going to have zombie teams. Everybody's Packer stacks smashed if you did that. Yeah, so many dead Jacksonville Green. I know, so killer. It is the shipper. We're going to take Tampa Bay to the finals. Yeah, there we go. Thanks, 10 Minute. I like the optimism. We'll just pretend those are those were Packers that we lost, and it doesn't seem as bad. That's not actually bad. Bills and Seahawks. Yeah, no, you're right, Arlox. Could we be taking? You have to think in the way too early wild card. There's going to be some better teams, but who the heck knows? So yeah, if I take my name out. Oh, you need a name. Okay, I was trying to see how many teams were meeting that criteria, like what percentage, but I guess that's not how you would do that query. Hey, Go AZ Cards, Morning Candles, and the Wake Up Crew. Go AZ Cards. There's nothing to do in the lobby. There's nothing. It's you can't even click NFL here. It's a nightmare. I'm sharing the wrong tab, but you're gonna have to believe me. It's grim. I don't think people want to watch me draft a scramble, and I don't have rankings, and I feel like that's kind of important for it because so much of it relies on like getting out of your pod and who's playing, but I don't know. Thomas Awad, who would have thought that Tyrell Shavers is the guy you're going to... I was not taking any Josh Palmer. I did not believe in that. I did not believe in the Josh Palmer stuff. I have a gauntlet team with 10 live built around Rams, Chicago, New England. That's pretty much my only chance. Gauntlet with 10 live. That's not bad at all. If I were to have an only chance, that's probably what I would take right now, to be honest. That's, I don't know. That's what I would take. PGA. Yeah, draft some Brooksy. Good God. He's coming back. I'm actually going to be at the Waste Management Phoenix Open. If anyone happens to be there, let me know. I can say hi to you. But the rumor is that will be Kepka's first event back. Will be the Waste Management, but we'll see. So I might get to see him live. Draft some Will Shipley for for you mean the other Shipley, the golf Shipley? I'm forgetting his name now. What's his first name? He's a big boy. I assume that's what you mean. My Summit team dies with Nico's head injury. Yeah, is he going to be... I mean, players can clear concussion protocol pretty fast, especially in the playoffs. But I don't know. This might be tough. Do an NBA dog... I don't know what else to do. It's 8:45 a.m. We've already talked about my teams that went through. Numi's sleeping. I don't actually want to tweet at them, and I don't think they would do anything anyway. But I could try a dog bowl. But I need the alpha. I need the chat. If I'm going to do this, I need you all's help. Waiting for 3. I don't know anything about anything. Okay? So you guys got to help me. Low key, Keon Coleman has Bill's value now. Bill's wide receiver. He could. I just consider him more in the Tyrell Shavers realm. Like, he just has name value to me. So I'm with you. He could, but I don't see him that like much ahead of those like random crappy pieces. Steven says, I hope your Mitten 2 team gets one of my pods because you might have a chance. I know I won't come in last. I advanced and lost it. Oh, yeah. There's so many zombie teams. Especially, I think, if you sort by your highest scorers, because I think the Packers were very high scoring compared to like the Patriots, who were fine, but the Patriots teams that advanced for me tended to be a lot lower scoring than the teams that like smashed. Rams Chicago kills half of that side. Yeah, because they're playing next. You got Seattle against the Niners. I had just penciled the Eagles in, so in my head, Seattle was playing the Rams next week. But yeah, that's not right. The Fridge, yeah, he's a big guy. That's a fun tournament to make a return at. The way too early. GM drinking bleach. Appreciate you so much. Hope you're having a good one. Time to max the bunt. Oh my god, I'm not ready to do baseball. Everyone will leave. Yes, that's what I mean. Favorite last round rookie PJ. Okay, gotcha. Oh, good. We got the 6-7. Isn't that bad? Aren't we dead? I thought it was like if you don't have Luka or Giannis, just close your laptop. That's what I understand from hoops. If you're playing NBA, what you're supposed to do is draft a lot of teams and then complain you don't get enough 101s. So let me know. Oh, waste management with Brooks. Yeah, sorry. Yes, I forgot. That's slightly more fun than the way too early than the way too early contest. Oh, you guys have to help me. What am I doing at 6? It looks like we have someone named Alperen Sengun. We might be. And if Victor's off the minutes limit and El Smet doesn't know that, I don't know. He might not be getting that alpha. These are very, very dark days. Yes. I don't know about NBA except they're tall. Correct. Scramble. I don't think people... I think I have less hope in the scramble because I legitimately have no idea who's playing what events, and that matters so much versus basketball where maybe we'll stack the right game. First year playing playoff basketball, did not realize how many... Oh, yeah. It's a minefield. It's a minefield, especially when you have like a dead team shootout like the Packers. Like, it would have been worse if like Eagles-Niners shot out and then all the Eagles teams like smashed. We like kind of dodged that bullet too. Who's the 1-1? It's got to be Doncic, right? Come on, give me Wemby. Give me Wemby. Don't take J.A. We're about to run him out. I don't know who J.A. is. Let's see if I can figure it out. J.A. There's a J.B. Jimmy Butler. All right, we're up. We didn't get Wemby. Well, this is a natural game stack, right? Oh, no. Sengun, Durant, someone named Amen Thompson. Oof. Do I really want to take two Rockets? What do I do? What do I do? All right, nobody help me. I took Sengun. There's no one from Chicago to take on the other side. Jamal Murray. He's iffy. He's iffy. The only way we're going to win this is if we get lucky with some Q tags. Let's just take Jamal Murray. I mean, 58 points the last time he played. Let's do that. The Pelicans suck. Dad, are you mentally prepared for Parker Washington to be the first Jags off the board? No, because like we were taking, by we, I mean many of us were taking Diami Brown ahead of him. And now we're going to be taking him ahead of BTJ and Jacoby Myers. I'll do it. I just don't know. I'll draft baseball with you. I don't think I can do it. Baseball drafts are really long. Baseball drafts are too long. Oh, John Morant. Okay, he might not be on the slate. Gotcha. No, I do know one thing is that just never take John Morant. I'm so far out of the... Me too. If you took the team names off of this at this point, I mean, unless it's... I would say I would know where less than half these guys play on. I'm already at a loss. Yeah, childhood would be... Agreed. What Chad's doing right now is how my wife drafts her fantasy team every year and she beats me in the playoffs. I don't think I'm actually going to beat the sweatiest NBA drafters on the planet to do anything. But you know what? This way we can chat and not just be a black screen. But this is going kind of fast. So I might only do one more because these are $15. It's tough getting back used to the 12-person, 20-player drafts for sure. Yeah. All right. Jimmy Butler. What about this Vooch character? Right? We're going to need Vooch. I guess playing Sengun isn't that bad. You have two centers playing each other. Maybe we don't do that. Jimmy Butler feels kind of lazy sometimes, but we'll play him against Portland. He's not on a back-to-back. Kevin Porter Jr. Nobody's helping me. This is a nightmare. Maybe we take Shannon Sharp. You know, we play this game to shoot out. I don't know though. Maybe we just scoop this Kevin Porter ADP value here. No, I don't like it. I don't want my whole future to come down to that. Let's do it. Jimmy Butler versus Shannon Sharp. So we got Alperen Sengun, Jamal Murray, Jimmy Butler, Shaden Sharpie. Drinking Bleach, do you use your own rankings for NFL or do you use Davis ETR leg up? Think I'm going to do my too early rankings. I rotate what ranks I put in, but I usually just IKB it anyway. I'll also use FanSpeak's rankings too. They're pretty good. And last year, at least Steve and Meg had their own rankings, so I had different ones. I try to do it so I get different textures of teams. Gumby knows ball, but is saving for... I know. Gumby could help me, but it's a dog-eat-dog world. And so we're just on our own. Yeah, no NFL in the lobby. Time to cry. Sad day. This is so killer. I agree. Go Easy Cards. Alas. Cold world, no blanket. Let's see what we want to do. Are there any more? Donovan Clingan. He plays for Portland. All right. It looks like he either scores 20 points or 40. Let's put him in the queue. Let's see if we can get that coming back to us. Don't feel bad, Go Easy Cards. We're brothers, and he never helps me either. Chris G says Bam. I thought never Bam was a mantra, and he just went. Oh, to you. To Chris G. Who Chris G, of course, comes in the stream draft and gets the 1.1. My God. And he's taking all kinds of Pelicans. Craziness. We're stuck here with Jamal Murray, who's iffy to play. Brian Gumby is above Goobers from Go Easy Cards. Always Bam, says Chris G. All right. What about Tyler Hero? He doesn't seem like he's playing particularly well. All right, we're going to take Donovan Clingan here. We're going to get one more in that game stack. Stefan Castle's an interesting name. Wow. You know what? What about this Matas Buzelis guy? Isn't he supposed to be good? It doesn't look like he does much on a per minute basis here. All right, we're gonna take Klingy, and then we're going to do that. He's gonna be our scroll. We'll take this Buzelis. I guess it's not really a scroll. All right, so here's the team. Sengun, Jamal Murray, Jimmy Butler, Shaden Sharp, Donovan Clingan, Matas Buzelis. So this team, how many? 8,562 entrants. This team will probably finish around 5,300th, I would say. That's probably the over-under on this team we just constructed here. All right. The scramble drafts are long, aren't they? Aren't the scrambles long? 12 rounds. What would people prefer? Oh, I know what we can do. Why don't we do... we could do the Sony, or we could do a scramble. First one I see in chat will do. Sony or scramble. I apologize. There's nothing going on. It is so killer in the streets here. Yeah, we're still ghosted out there. No scrambles. Scrambles go quicker than you think. All right. All right, waiting for one. Dog ball. Just a waste of $15 for me, Mike Rob. I don't know anything about hoops. I legit, you saw, I literally don't know who those people are. I was just trying to stack a game. All right, yes. All right, here we go. Come on, 1.1. One time dealer. Oh, 1.2. Ben Griffin's the 1-2? Is it just because he's playing a lot of early events? You literally either get Scotty Scheffler or Ben Griffin. Dear God. What's the point? Holy moly. That is a drop off if I've ever seen one. I don't even want to take Ben Griffin there. I feel like he just played out of his mind last year. Yeah, it's so funny how these rankings are so influenced by just who's playing where. Greg's excited. Mike says, "Hey, put some respect on Benjamin Griffin, Esquire the fourth. Ball his life plays." Says Xander. I assume Xander's that deep just because he's not projected to play as much. Bobby Mack. The problem with taking Bobby Mack is apparently he was like free earlier. You know what? Let's live a little. Let's do it. Let's actually take Xander. Let's take Xander. If we make it out of the first round, I want good players. So let's do it. Burn Siwoo is a good one. God, Siwoo Kim. Have you ever watched Siwoo Kim play? It's a nightmare. DM Chad, crazy to see you in the golf. I'm only in the golf streets because the NFL streets are vacant. Yeah, but I like Bobby Mack. Maybe I would have preferred him because he is playing at Sony. But we'll see. I know nothing about golf. I like him. He's probably the third best golfer here. Rory must just play so infrequently, or at least just so backloaded that's why Rory is that late. Maybe if I'm thinking through it, I do eat the Ben Griffin chalk and then try to take your Rorys and your Obergs who are going to play more later. I don't know if this even says. No, this doesn't tell me what the only 1 of 6 advanced. So it really is important to get out of your pod here. But I do have to think there's probably like Xander, Bobby Mack teams. We'll see. We'll see what the room gives to us. We'll see. He's going to be in that Canadian contest. All right, so there goes Rory, which is a little bit unfortunate. I'll grab a Straka here. We'll grab Straka. I'm just afraid I'm not going to have enough firepower early in this season, but we'll see. Spieth, I'm kind of out on. Let's grab Harry Hall plays a ton. This guy loves golfing. I'll take Harry Hall. I know he's playing this week, so we'll take Harry Hall. He kind of had a breakout last year. I just don't know how sticky that's going to be. Move your fat face so we can see the ADPs. Okay, Greg, you don't have to put it that way. I will move my face. Oh no, it's huge now. All right, hold on. All right, how's that? Now you can see the ADPs. Harry Hall says, Greg. All right, we got it. Here at... Oh, Jordan's in the draft. Okay. We'll look at your team. Straka, great pick, says Go Easy Cards. Perfect. Harry, yes. Let's go. All right, good. Good job. I guess I could pull the board up. That might be a better way for people to see what's happening here. I should have done that with the hoops. I'm also weird. I don't like the monochromatic board. I feel like it makes it harder to follow. I mean, what else are you going to do? But everyone's pink in hoops. Everyone's green in golf. So we got Xander, Straka, and Harry Hall. I did consider playing Corey Connors as well because I know he plays a lot. Yeah, so we've got Jordan here. He's got Cam Young, Bobby Mack, Corey Connors, Rico Hui, who again I assume that's a guy who's playing early because I can't imagine. Oh my gosh, T-Hockey, please let me have Nick Taylor. Please don't take Nick Taylor. This is a solid rate. He takes Morikawa. Actually, I really like the Morikawa pick. Wow. ADP of 35. I'm going to just snap up Nick Taylor. I know he's playing this week, and he's definitely live to win. He plays a lot of golf. I like that. Russell Henley is... I like Brian Harmon, but Russell Henley's just, I think, is a better player than that. So we'll grab Henley. So we got Xander, Straka, Harry Hall, Nick Taylor, Russell Henley on the team here. Might get a 1 week ETR sub to get golf ranks and yeah, I couldn't fault someone for doing something like that because, you know, Mayo last year was like one of the only ones who put rankings out, and I think the winners just autoed his. My story is I autoed his and I lost everything because I got 8% of the 101, and you needed Scheffler, so that kind of sucked. But assuming you get normal pod luck, it's not, or pick luck, that's not too bad. Go back to Big Face Chad makes a serious shown. Yeah, monochromatic puke green, not the best look. I agree. Hoey plays a ton, arguably the best ball striker on tour. Yeah, I've drafted Hoey and on the over on Underdog, and it's if you watch the shot tracker, you'll pull your hair out. Mav McNeely on the redemption arc. I did not know he needed to be redeemed. I will say that. All right, we're up. We are up. There's some names. There's some names here. I don't know. I'm gonna grab the talent in Fitzpatrick here, and then I might scroll for someone that I like. I like Kegels. We can take Keegan Bradley here. Batia is another favorite of mine. But I think in this range, Thor Bjornsson's fun. He's a little bit of a, up and comer. Nico Echeverria feels like you're buying the Pico top. Let's grab Keegan Bradley here. Let's grab, last man out of the Ryder Cup. Yeah. I believe Mav McNeely's father is a billionaire, if I'm not mistaken. I always worry about the motivation of somebody who like is legitimately. I don't know how you motivate somebody who literally has everything, but I don't know. I do like Mav McNeely, especially on the West Coast. I feel like, I don't know. I hope I don't have that backwards. Colin in the last round. Yeah, I think I like a Colin resurgence this year. Skeletor, I have not been doing homework for UFC. I apologize. I love golf. I like golf too. I didn't do golf last year in Underdog because I hate single round stuff. And I also just figured most people tune in for football. So if I rug them with golf, at least today I have an excuse. There is no football. This will not morph into a golf show unless if I do, I would do it at a different time for people and say we're doing golf. Aaron Rye wants a word on the two gloves. Aaron Rye. Yeah, he has some. I don't know if he's as good a ball striker though. He's also, I think, a little shorter off the tee. Oh yeah, breaking the locker room at the Open. That's right. A lunatic head case. He's got all the motivation he needs. There we go. So Bati is still here. Let's queue him up. I have a guy I want, and I'm going to be really annoyed if he goes here. I want Wrighton. Yeah. Let's take this Christopher Wrighton guy. He seems like an up-and-comer. I don't know if he has what his status is. I think he has full status. Can anyone tell me? If Christoph Wrighton is a full member of the tour? I don't know. Is the golf contest all four? It's all four now. It's all four, Thomas. We got that change. Well, I don't know. They might do single also. But if we do a Sony Open one, it is for the full week, which is huge. Big Rye respect. I like Aaron Rye. Aaron Rye is fine. He just he can be a little up and down, and his putting abandons him. Brian, yes, I do golf, Brian, but not very well. I do love golfing though. But last year, I did not golf once in 2025. And that was partly due to being the primary caretaker of a 2-year-old. I probably could have made it happen once or twice, but I really do next year want to golf more because I do love golfing. Kirk's not a bad shout. Kirk went right before me at pick 46. Very short off the tee, just a machine, so consistent. He is vegetables for a P. Yeah, certainly, and he's live to win, right? He won Did he win in Houston? He won in Texas. I'm getting it all mixed up. I've been so I'm trying to get back into golf for this year. I'm doing the Mayo one and done. I recommend if you're doing a one and done, that one's pretty awesome. It's $250, which is a lot, but I think like the top 10 get like 5-figure. It's a very flat payout structure. They have segment prizes. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. All right, we got Billy Ho. We got Harris English. I mean, if I want to be fancy, we can take Marco Penji. Another up-and-comer. Hits it an absolute mile. Let's do that. Let's live a little. We'll take Penji. And then let's take Daniel Berger. Daniel Berger was coming around, and then his short game abandoned him, and then he broke his finger, and then so he was out. But I feel like Daniel Berger in the 11th seems like a good value. All right, Wright earned status through DP promotion. All right, there we go. I like him. He's good. He is good. GM Chad, looks like you're doing a scramble. I am, V-Spurf. NFL, there's nothing to draft. No easy cards. I like golfing. Hit a beer, hit a little ball, more beer, hit a little ball, break your club. Perfect. There you go. Especially if it's not your club. You get a rental club, break the club, jimmy it up, put it back in the bag, off you go. Mr. Spurf asks, Greg, who do we need to be betting on in the golf streets? Yeah, that's the question We're all asking. I will say this. Burgermeister slept on. The master of the burgers himself. If you're ever going to lean into course history, the Sony is one of the most sticky course history courses. A lot of the times course history can be noisy, but it does seem like it actually makes a difference at Sony. Part of it, I imagine it's because the players, it's the first tournament of the year for most players, unless you were in the Century, which was canceled this year. So I feel like some golfers deal with the layoff better than others. And so that is has some stickiness to it. And you also, maybe the course is just one of those courses that familiarity seems to help a lot. And then I think you also have some golfers that go to turn it into a family vacation and just like, frankly, don't care at all. Oh, man. All right, let's go for another grease fire here. Austin Eckroat. He plays a lot. We'll take Eckroat. We'll get a little unique. I don't even know if you need to be unique in the scramble, but all right, here we go. We got Xander, Straka, Harry Hall, Nick Taylor, Russell Henley, Fitzpatrick, Keegan Bradley, Bhatia, Christoph Wrighton, Marco Penji, Daniel Berger, and Austin Eckroat. Beastburf, I need a grade from you. I need a grade. Let's see what Baby J in here did. Jordan, what did you do? Cam Young, Bobby Mack, Corey Connors, Rico Hui, Jacob Bridgman, Max Grieserman, Alex Noren. Alex Noren, interesting. Is he playing a full slate this year? Chris Gotterup, Sammy Valimaki, Davis Thompson, Sahith Thigala, and Luke Clayton. I like buying the Dipperino on Thigala in round 11. I like the team you made here. Zeus, I don't know enough baseball to do the dinger. And the other thing is I would need a lot of help with roster construction. At least here where it's monochromatic green, I can just click golfers there with the positional scarcity. I would be way over my depth. So I don't know. I wouldn't consider myself a golf bro. Well, getting a B is better than I could hope for. Do a playbook. Yeah, I would do a playbook. I would absolutely do a playbook. Should be ended the year strong after missing most of the year about Noren. Okay, cool. All right, let's see. Let's check real quick. Hold on. No, we still have no NFL back. We could do another scramble if people want. We can chat. Just have that going in the background, waiting for one if anyone wants to get in. Give me a second here. All right, appreciate y'all hanging out as we do golf. I really do that y'all will. Oh my gosh, Kevin's in the room. Kevin in the scramble, and Kevin gets the 101. My God. No worries drafting anything until big board. Yeah. I'm very excited for the big board. And with that said, I need to get more up on the rookie. So like if it opened today, I would be like, I can't draft it because I don't know the incoming class well enough. But I am very excited for it. Jordan is doing these till he gets to 1.1. Yeah, I don't blame you. Bucket list course to play. I think St. Andrews. I would really love to play St. Andrews. I think that would be cool. If you want my controversial, super hot take opinion, and everyone gets mad, I respect Augusta. It's not my favorite course. I don't like the fact that. How do I put this? I don't love how much of Augusta comes down to those really insane greens they have. And so to me, I'm not articulating this well. I'm going to take Bobby Mack here. I don't think I would enjoy playing Augusta because I think it would be super frustrating the way their greens are. And I know that PGA Tour greens are all hard, but that's like another level of needing knowledge and all kinds of slopes and craziness that I don't think I'd actually want to play Augusta. I like watching Augusta. I love the Masters. We'll take Xander here. So we get Xander, Bobby Mack, which is what we wanted. So anyway, I'm not trying to disparage Augusta. I'm just saying why it would not be the course I would choose to play. Not that I'd fare very well at St. Andrews either, but 5 again. I know. I know, our old arch nemesis. There we go. Beastburf, we did one Dog Bowl NBA. It was a miserable failure. It was a miserable failure. Brian asked, Chad, who do you think will be the most mispriced player in either direction when the big board drops? My first instinct was paying for like round 1 Trey McBride, but then like saying he's mispriced might be a stretch. But I'm gonna have real sticker shock. I'm gonna have real sticker shock taking him there. I'm trying to think of who we're going to take kind of in the like 3rd to 5th round that I think is bad. I don't know. I'm pretty into Harry Hall. I'm gonna grab him here, even though we just did this. I know we did a Xander Hall team, but I like this a little better. Who else do I think is going to be mispriced? We're going to be paying a lot for Loveland, but it seems not too bad. But yeah, that was the other thing, is we don't know who it's going to be, and it could just revert to being not that great yet again. I don't know. I have some serious concerns. Tommy Fleetwood, boy, at a certain price, he never wins is the knock on him. Although, he finally got there last year. Let's grab, I think he got there. I don't know. I bet on him a lot and he never wins. I thought he won once. Anyway, we'll take Fleetwood there. We'll take it. We have a very UK heavy team. We might have to balance that out. But I guess in the if this team makes it to the Open and Genesis, we'll have some good stuff going on here. What is a course where you can only walk in Banff? That looks crazy. Elk walking. Oh, I don't know, but I would love to play one of those courses. I remember they did one of the matches with, I don't even remember who it was. It was like, was it the one that Brady was in? Was it Brady and Rogers? It was in Montana. You had to have bear spray. I'm like, I don't know how great of a course this is, but this place is beautiful. Like just watching it on TV, I think the course probably was just like a easy resort course. But I was like, man, some of those courses up in the mountains can be absolutely stunning. Wade Hampton Golf Club in Cashiers, North. I'm not familiar with that one, Chris. There are definitely more golf knowers than I, but yeah, I wish I could golf more. I golfed Chambers Bay in 3-putted 12 holes. I couldn't imagine. Yeah, I couldn't imagine that either. Even with a caddy telling me what to do. Ryan Gerard, Russell Henley, Brian Harmon. It's hard for me to not take Henley. I know we just drafted a very similar team. I really like Brian Harmon, but I can't take him over Henley. I think Henley's just a better golfer. I got you there. Hey, GM Go Collect. Hope you're having a great one. Appreciate you. Beastburf, I'm always late in the morning because I have to help. No worries, Beastburf. Attendance is not taken too seriously here. All right, so we do get Brian Harmon. Let's just snap that off. Brian Harmon's underrated golfer. Just nobody likes him. We'll take him. Jordan, in the 30-man field, he did. That's right. Plays a backloaded schedule. Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people are going to optimize for early in the year until maybe we try to squeak through, a backloaded team, because everyone's going to be doing the same thing. UK players can't handle winter sun. That's why we got to draft some Scandinavians. Not so narrow cast. GM to you. Banff, rather. No, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's that's actually where I got married, and so I am a big fan of the Banff Canmore area. It's really, I was actually up there last year. And you can draft underdog in Alberta, so you really can't beat it. You had to have bear spray. They did. They made a big deal of this. You needed bear spray in your golf cart. To me, if I'm in a golf cart and there's a bear, I am going to get in said golf cart and drive away from said bear rather than stand my ground to defend my, my Pro V1 I found in the woods. It's a top 20 course. Looks beautiful. Yeah. Oh, you caddied there. Very cool. Yeah. Being a caddy sounds like it'd be kind of a sweet gig. I would enjoy that. Just really knowing the ins and outs of a course and just like talking golf all day sounds pretty good. All right, let's not draft all the same people. Let's not draft all the same guys. Max Grazerman. Wyndham Clark. Let's do Max Grazerman. He was a runner-up in Japan 3 months ago. You gotta like that. Henley is literally a favorite. And then anytime it's like a windy coastal course, we're in on that. And the like Carolina events. I don't know. I like Russell Henley. Yeah, stand your crap, Chad. Bear down. I don't know. I hope bear down is not a U of A reference because that is our arch nemesis. But yeah, we'll fight the bear off. You're saying backloaded, but the first leg of the tournament ends March 1st. Got to get through. Yeah. So who do we want to get through here? What do we want to do to get through? We'll take Kirk. I think Kirk's playing this week. Kirk plays a lot. We'll try to get through with that. Wade Hampton is a Fazio course. Ah, okay. I know, I'm blanking on his name. There's one of the big golf podcasters is a big Fazio fan, and now I can't remember. I've never played a course of that caliber. Wild card round over. Who's your Super Bowl pick? Chalk, Rams, Buffalo. Well, I had Rams winning the Super Bowl, so I got to stick with that. But I'll say that it's the I'll say that they play the Pats. I'll say they play the Patriots. The fighting Josh Allens can't keep getting away with it. They really can't. I don't know. Their defense is bad. Other than Allen, they have stone nothing. I don't know. They can't, right? They probably will. All right, so Keegan goes, Harris English goes. We'll take no, Wrighton's. I think Wrighton is better than Valimaki. I really do. Valimaki's kind of boom bust. Let's take him. We might get Wrighton also because he could come back to us. We did just take him. All right, Baby J takes Wrighton, so there we go. Give me Wrighton this time. Okay, I didn't see that. You got Wrighton. You got Wrighton. We got the Finnish guy. Benianta. It's so crazy to see Tony Finau down here. Matt McCarty's teeing it up in Australia. You got to think the kid wants to play all the time. So let's take Matt McCarty here. I feel like he'll play all the junker events. Odd Chicago makes a Super Bowl. My super hot take is whoever wins that game, the Rams-Bears game, is going to beat either the Niners or the Seahawks. So, I mean, the odds they make the Super Bowl is probably around, 20%? Something like that. Maybe like 18 to 20%. I don't know. Okay, yeah, about right in there. Last year I had so many insane bad beat sweats in DFS golf. Yeah, oh my God, DFS golf is so brutal. Is so brutal. Chris says I need a Denver, New England Conference championship in Chicago, San Francisco conference to have 10 live. Oh, wow. There you go. Best of luck. I hope you get good pod luck. I hope you get some good pod luck this week, because they're 1 of 10. So you're just praying for a lot of Packer teams, a lot of zombie Packer teams, I think. Nope, no problem. AFC is basically a pick 'em at this point. Yeah. Plus 700 Chicago makes a Super Bowl per the market. What does that equate to in percentage? Garrick Higo, Haotong Lee, Mac Hughes. We'll scroll a little for Emiliano Grillo. Plays a ton. There's some names down here. I just don't know everyone's full schedule. Like, is Potgieter gonna play a full complement? Is he moving to Live? Did Potgieter go to Live? Now I'm scared that he actually left. Like, Minwoo Lee has all the talent in the world. Again, some of these guys, I don't know their deal. Billy Ho, Thigala. I mentioned I like the Thigala dip. Maybe he figures it out. Maybe he never figures it out. But I don't know. I'm willing to give him a shot here. Oh, plus 700 is 12.5, so they do not like that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it does make sense, because if they were a coin flip in both games, they would be 25%. 12.5 feels low. I guess that's because those are one-way markets and they can do that to you. But yeah. Okay. Gotcha. I got out of order. Could you imagine a San Francisco-Chicago NFC Championship game would define the crazy season? Yes, that would. I don't know. I mean, I think the Niners we were all like excited about until like the wheels started falling off, like injury wise. And the Bears were such a trendy team. It would be a fun game, I think. Yeah, Billy Ho would fill a lot of tournaments, I guess. Maybe I should consider him more. Again, that's my other thing, B-Spurf, is so much of this is who plays when, that I'm kind of flying a little blind here. So probably not the most optimal way to do these. 1 of 5 in the Summit, you could literally be the only team live, 100%. My Summit team did not make it. XTDBBL says San Francisco, Chicago versus Buffalo, Houston Super Bowl, and we are partying. I mean, I hope I'm included in this. I don't know why that would help me, but I'm in. If it helps you, I don't think anything helps me at this point. Brian says if it's Chicago Niners in the NFC Championship, I'll probably be live to win all best ball contests. Nice. I would. This game would probably be the most fun game to me, because you have the Niners and their bad defense. You have Shanahan and his schemes, and then you have like Ben Johnson and the Bears who don't have a great defense. Like that seems like it'd just be like a fun game, and it'll be outdoors. And I like my outdoor playoff games. You got all your tournaments filled. You're good. Let's go. We are so back. All right. Again, I assume there's nothing in the NFL lobby. Let this load. No. All right, we'll do one more scramble and then we'll get on out of here. But I appreciate y'all hanging out so much. And somehow I got into browser into developer mode. If you can, drop a like, drop a sub. We're trying to get to 500 subs. They're doing me no favors because they're not letting me stream. It's because I won the wildcard BR last year, and so they're trying to hold me back. All right, the draft snap failed, and I got the 1.2. That's disappointing. I really want the 101. And I don't think anybody else got in. It's all over. Be more birds, though. I could be a neighbor of mine. Who knows? Copy, paste, lay, GMTU, 10% chance of San Francisco, Chicago Conference Championship. That feels low. Isn't that just 2 money line Like, what's a Niners Chicago money line parlay pay? I feel like sometimes these odds in these markets, they like totally screw you. I'm curious because I know they're both dogs. Oh, that's what that is. Okay, there you go. Because sometimes if you go into the market of like what it is, and it's just like you bet that they like inflate the odds or deflate the odds. But we'll take Ben Griffin. I don't really like this, but we'll switch it up. It feels a little like a mirage, but you know, what do I know? What do I know? All right, we'll keep this up so people can see what's going on. But yeah, tomorrow we will be drafting some dailies. And if there's interest, we can see about the Mitten Returns. I'm sure that will be posted as well. I don't believe the Sidekick will be supporting those. So all these drafts will be done by yours truly and not the machine. Are you basically dead if you don't have Scheffler? Last year you were. Oh my gosh, nobody wants Xander. All right, well, I'll take him. If people are going to be cowards, I'll take like the third best player in the world. Sure, seems good. Yeah, last year I think you needed him, so we'll see. Brian says the 7.5 Seattle spread feels too high. I have a hard time. I agree, Brian. 7.5 Seattle feels nuts. I know we're worried about the Niners and losing Kittle, and I don't know if their overall health is like has any hope of improving. But man, it's not good. Hold on. Let me make a pick. I'll take Corey Connors here. We'll switch it up a little. Yeah, that just seems too high to me as well. That seems way too high for me as well. If Trent Williams is back, I think that changes a lot for them too. I don't know. I just don't know how close he was to playing last week. But yeah, I'm with you. 7.5. And yeah, you're right. There's Darnold pumpkin risk that we're all like not baking in. Like I would feel like Darnold pumpkin risk is worth 3 points in the spread. It's like home field. It's definitely something to worry about. Go AC Cards. Hot take: Scheffler won't win a tournament. Go AC Cards. That is a scorching hot take. Oh my gosh. Rico Hoey. This is so... What did I miss about Rico Hoey? I'd rather take Mav McNeely. Rico Hoey. What are we doing here? San Francisco, Seattle split the regular season games. I'm going to go with you being right. I can't recall that off the top. But that sounds right. I honestly don't remember. Copy paste Lade says no Kittle on the road. Defense is terrible. Darnold can pumpkin just like Stroud last night, and defense still sure, but 7.5 points is a lot too. I guess that's the issue. Hoey plays a lot. Okay. JT Poston. I don't want to keep clicking the same names. I feel like Russell Henley is... Why is Russell Henley the 29th pick? Is he like not supposed to play? Like, what am I missing? I just took JT Poston because I'm just so befuddled. I don't know. JT Poston's a fine player. I like him. I guess I don't want to have none of him, but man, I don't know. I feel like there's some good players that I'm just assuming it's scheduling tea leaf reading here. Chris says, yes, San Francisco won at Seattle week 1. Seattle won at San Francisco week 18. Okay. Oh, yeah, because that was the play-in game, or the for the 1 seed. Thor Bjornsson. There's a request for Michael Thor Bjornsson. All right, we'll see. We will see. I will take Thor Bjornsson over Nico Echeverria for sure. Although if Colin Morikawa is there, I'm gonna have trouble not clicking his name. And Thor Bjornsson might get by Schwanbaumer here, but we'll see. Thor Bjornsson goes. All right, let's take Morikawa. Let's take Morikawa. The fact that he's playing this week at the Sony is encouraging. Let's see how he does this week. We still hyped on Knapp this year. I'm not a huge Jake Knapp guy. I mean, he's a fine player, but he's not my favorite. I don't know much about John Kiefer. I must confess. I don't know what his I vaguely remember him playing some stuff. Wyndham Clark. Sure. Wasn't Wyndham Clark the one that destroyed the locker room? Not Mav or what? Now I'm getting confused. I thought Wyndham Clark did something last year. I thought he was kind of melting down. I don't know. Chris says, I don't see how teams that split the regular season have a 7.5 point spread. I agree. I am with yourself and Brian there. Smoothie King. Dude, Purple Yo says, dude, I'm scrambling big time this week. It's a crazy puzzle. Yeah, I mean, I would be much... If I do these off stream, I'm going to take the time to try to figure out who's playing what. Right now, I'm just taking golfers that I generally like. We'll take Max Grazerman. Sure, I think he plays a lot. I mixed those up too religiously, so it could have been. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that's who it was. Just now looking at the name. Joel says, guessing they're heavily weighting the Kittle loss and that Seattle had a week to rest while San Francisco had to make an East Coast trip. I mean, I am a firm believer that you cannot put magic on the shelf. And I worry that Seattle had a little bit of magic, a little bit of stardust in that team. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I love Darnold with a week off. I kind of like him in rhythm. So, yes, it's obviously from a health perspective good to get rest and game planning and everything. But sometimes we've seen teams come out of a bye kind of flat. Versus the Niners, literally no one believed in the Niners. It was a very, very popular bet. The money was all, I mean, the line moved a lot in favor of the Eagles. That was, I don't know. It scares me. It scares me having a big momentum team versus a team that was sitting at home. I do have that concern. Purple Yosh, I paid for a dude's Patreon that has a big schedule spreadsheet with all the golfers, but there's only so much we can know right now. Was it the Model Maniac one? Brian Langescu? Shoot, now I'm getting his name wrong. Byron. I can't remember his last name. But he puts out some good stuff. I'll take Keith Mitchell because he's infuriating. But maybe in best ball we'll like him. But in DFS, my God. Nobody ejects more than Keith. If Keith Mitchell is on the cut line and he's one on the right side of the cut and he's fighting for T56, nobody is going to bogey or double bogey harder than Keith Mitchell. This dude hates fighting for cuts. This dude would rather go home. It was a different guy that Pat Mayo mentioned on a show. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I think that would be very plus EV, especially when you have people doing what I'm doing, which is just ripping names without any kind of plan of who's going to be playing what when. Copy paste Lade asking, how does scoring work for this? Great question, copy paste Lade. Let's find out together. So you get scoring for individual holes. So obviously it helps the more they play. It has a bogey-free round bonus like they do on DraftKings. I think the scoring looks pretty similar to DK. And then they have finishing position points, which I think is new. Didn't last year they not have finishing position points? Correct me if I'm wrong. I thought that was a big change because before you literally just needed guys who played regardless kind of how they played. Now I think you get a little more reward for guys that play well. Let's end the team with Luke Clanton. He's young. Could be fun. Maybe I should have taken Berger. I don't know. Last year was all about dudes who score birds. Yeah. I don't know why. I thought they changed the format. How does Phil Nicholson's Dubai? Yeah, I would not draft Phil in this format. Seems like you need actual winners, not 50 bombs from Max Homa on day 1 and 2 of the contest. Yeah, which would be an improvement, I think. I mean, obviously you need guys who play, because even if they don't finish well, they're going to score more than a guy who doesn't play at all. But getting like a first place finisher is going to be worth a lot, where last year it felt like it was totally a volume game. So we'll see. I don't know the format a ton. I mean, I would not be doing too many of these if NFL stuff was open. But everyone, tomorrow NFL will be back. We will go over all things wild card weekend. We'll be ripping some BRs. I think that's going to be a ton of fun. I love this slate. You know, it's going to be the shortest battle royale slate that we get all season, because there's only 4 games, but 4 games, 8 teams. It's a lot of fun. You can get different, and we're going to try to figure it out. So yeah, we'll also do some hopefully pods come out. They did add finishing positions, but I think first place is only worth a few additional yeah, they didn't do it enough, in my opinion. Just off looking at it, getting 20 points, you know, being worth a little over 6 birdies. That said, I mean, the golfer who wins now gets like even more, because I mean, obviously they're going to score birdies too. But yeah, I would have preferred to see those juiced up a little bit. Keith Mitchell, king of the first round leader, and then blow up go collect. He is absolutely infuriating. And I too, Chris, I'm excited for pod release. If you won, you got some birdies along. Yeah, it just helps. I think it's moving in the right direction, adding that. Consecutive bogeys worth -1. Very interesting there. I kind of like that. If you just start melting down, like, I don't know. That's kind of a fun one. But everyone, appreciate y'all so much. If you can, drop a like, drop a sub. We'll be back to football tomorrow. Thanks for putting up with a little bit of golf chat today. But yeah, I will see you all later. Take care, everyone.